So this video is about getting prepared to drive the RV. So you want to make sure that everything is put away that can be damaged or will fall off or make noise. It's particularly annoying when you're driving along and you hear click, 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 or clanging of pots and pans or bottles or glasses. So you try and minimize that. You'll quickly learn. And maybe you have learned that from previous rentals. We take these pillows, these green little pillows, and we'll put them into the cabinets. Stuff it in there like that. Close the door. And now all of the glasses and the plates and stuff will stay in place and they don't rattle very much. And do the same with the other pillow in the other cabinet. Basically, you want to prepare the cabin as though you expect something not violent to happen, but something where you're going to be rattling down the road, having a sharp corner, having to hit the brakes. Just anticipate and plan for the worst. If things are going to possibly go flying, then put them away so they will not. You can leave the table up if you like. We do it all the time. The other thing is on the overheads here, sometimes you'll have items that you've placed, and if you don't secure them properly, they may fall off and will land on your head as you're driving, which is an unpleasant surprise to say the least. The blind over the driver's side, for the most part, you can usually leave it open depending on the sun position. I find that driving with it, the blind open, sometimes the sun will shine in basically and shine on me, and I don't like driving like that, so I most often will close that overhead blind while driving. A note on the table: if you do leave it up, if you don't operate the table in this position where it's kind of going athwartship, then you have it sort of facing this way in the middle of the cabin. It is not nearly as stable, so just be careful if the passenger, while walking around in the back here going to get a sandwich or a drink or something, that you don't put your weight onto the table, because it will possibly break the table leg, and probably will break off the mount underneath the table. So if you want to leave the table up while driving, I suggest leave it in this position. And to put it away, it does go underneath the seat, as been demonstrated in a previous video. For the bathroom, we have our bathroom bags and miscellaneous stuff that we kind of store around in here. It's cleaned up now, but just make sure that everything is kind of put away. Again, anticipating that things will go flying if you have to hit the brakes or have a sharp corner. Not a big deal in here so much, as it's not going to be impacting the driver very much. Back here, the slide is currently out, extended, so it's hard to see it. But what you want to do is just make sure that you have the styrofoam pieces. These little pink styrofoams up here are between this table leg or the bed leg and the wall. And again, that's been illustrated in a previous video. So you want to support the bed leg with these styrofoam pieces to take the pressure off the bungee cord. The extra mattress on here has added quite a bit of weight, so these little gas struts are not enough to support the bed. And not related to the gas struts, however, the spare tire is here, and the table will be inside. And when the slide is in, this part of the table will be up here close to the tire and may not be touching it, probably will not be touching it. So there are pillows. I'm sure you won't be able to see them back in there. It's all dark. The big sort of decorative pillows. You can stuff those in between the bunk and the edge of the tire to prevent it from flopping back and forth as you accelerate and hit the brakes. Again, slightly unrelated to what we're talking about, but when you arrive at the RV, you'll notice that there's going to be some blinds or some window shades in the front windshield and on the side windshield to try and keep the sun out. And the windshield, the front windshield, is kind of rolled up and stored here behind the garbage can. And the side windshield pieces, or the side windows, we normally will store. This is not a very good storage job. It was really quick. But I stuff them underneath the slats in the bed, and you'll see some other pieces that are in there. So it's a good place to keep them out of the way. The other place that we sometimes will store them is here behind the edge of the couch. We'll just kind of stuff them down inside here. Whatever works best for you, that's all fine, it's all good. Also related to getting underway, the drawers. Make sure the drawers are tightly closed. You'll soon find that if they're not latch closed, if they're just sort of sitting here like that and not closed, then when you turn the corner, they're going to slide open. And then the passenger is going to have to get up and come and close them. So when you close them, make sure you give them a little slam. So there's only 2 drawers really, or 3. This one here, which is where the coffee stuff is. This one with all the cutlery. And then the sort of junk drawer, we call it, or the utility drawer, as it calls it. Just make sure it's closed tight. And in this area here, there are places where you can have some baskets where you can store your clothes, and just again make sure that this is also closed tight. Make sure all the cupboards are closed, that nothing's going to be flying around as you drive down the road. Totally unrelated to driving down the road or preparation for driving is we've got a bunch of CDs here just above the driver's seat, or DVDs I guess they are, and we've got a container here full of CDs that you want to play, and we've got a audio book on tape here with a bunch of Stephen King movies, or books on tape, I guess it's not a movie. Kleenex, there's a blanket here for when you are sitting outside if you're getting chilly. The ladies tend to like that. First aid kit. Over here in this little cabinet we've got a couple of flashlights, or 1 flashlight and 2 headlamps. One of the headlamps is the one that goes around your head with an elastic, and this one actually clips onto a ball cap. It's got a little clip on the bottom of it.